You're here because you filled out a survey about a guy. And there's good news. This guy scored an A minus. He is a very good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more than just a talker. He's a doer who puts solid effort into his work. You will see him pushing hard and taking on challenges, even if his way isn't always neat or organized. When problems come up, he might get loud or lose his temper, but he won't walk away from responsibility.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to react strongly at first. He might shout or get angry, and you'll know he's upset. But after the storm passes, he doesn't fall apart or disappear. Instead, he regroups and moves forward. So, while the process might be noisy or dramatic, he isn't the type who gives up easily.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will notice that he's polite and tries to treat others with kindness, which earns him some respect. He can be friendly and cares about others' feelings, but when there's a disagreement, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. People respect his hard work and good manners, but they might wish he could control his temper better.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he will feel proud of you and want to support you. He values kindness, so your happiness matters to him, and he'll express his support in respectful ways. Expect some strong reactions during tough times, but not deep insecurity or unfair blame.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he might have strong feelings about it at first. Maybe he'll get a bit upset or make a sharp remark if his pride is hurt. But deep down, he cares about you and wants you to be happy, so any resentment won't last long. If you give him reassurance and stay open with him, he'll support you and learn to respect your success.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not very careful with money and may spend without thinking things through. While he works hard to earn, he might forget about planning or saving and could make quick decisions when shopping or dealing with bills. If something catches his eye or if he feels stressed, he may buy things on impulse.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He sometimes lives like he has more than he actually does. He works hard, but when it comes to spending, he can be a bit impulsive, like buying things without checking if it fits his budget or showing off with costly choices every now and then. Honest, gentle talks can help him keep life practical and real.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind, especially when someone needs help or comfort. If you or someone close to him needs support, he won't hesitate to give what he can, whether it's time, money, or just a listening ear. You'll find him warm and generous, and people appreciate his willingness to lend a hand.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is mostly open and honest about money. If you ask him about his spending or savings, he will usually tell you the truth and not hide things. You can trust him to talk openly, as long as you start the conversation with care and understanding.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not just your job. He cares about fairness and wants to show kindness by pitching in when things need to be done around the home. If you're tired or busy, he'll notice and step up to help rather than expecting you to do everything.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the kind of man who will actually roll up his sleeves and help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and watch. If something needs to be done, he gets involved, even if his way is a bit hurried or not always perfectly neat. With him, you can expect real teamwork, even if things get a little messy along the way.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tries to understand your side, but sometimes his strong opinions and quick temper get in the way. During a disagreement, he may argue loudly or jump to defend himself, wanting you to know where he stands. But after the heat of the moment passes, he's sensitive enough to listen and consider what you feel and need.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can lose his cool and sometimes say things that sting or sound harsh. He may raise his voice, snap, or act a bit aggressive if he feels strongly about something. However, he usually regrets it afterward and tries to make things right.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he does get angry quickly and reacts strongly when upset. This can mean sudden loud arguments or hurtful comments when things don't go his way. Quick temper can make everyday life tough and over time might lead to bigger problems in the relationship.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility, especially once he calms down after getting upset. His first reaction might be to defend himself or blame you, but he doesn't hold on to these feelings for long. It's a good sign that he doesn't stay bitter or stubborn forever.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is kind and cares about how you feel. So if you say you're not comfortable with something, he will listen and not push you. Even if he reacts quickly or gets emotional in other areas, when it comes to your personal limits, he values your trust and safety. You can expect him to stop and step back when you make your feelings clear.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He might take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy, at least at first, because he can react quickly to feelings and sometimes gets emotional. He may feel a little hurt or rejected. This doesn't mean he'll hold it against you or pressure you. He does care about your feelings and your comfort.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values your feelings and understands the importance of keeping personal things safe and respected. He sees intimacy as something special between you and will want to protect that trust rather than break it.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful as he values emotional connection and cares deeply about the people close to him. When he's in a committed relationship, his focus is on making sure you feel loved and supported. If any doubts come up, talking together will help build even more trust between you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He isn't usually over possessive or constantly suspicious. While he can get emotional or react quickly if something feels off, He tends to trust you and prefer solving problems through open talk rather than controlling you. If he ever feels jealous, it's more about wanting reassurance than trying to limit your freedom.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature doesn't come from wanting to control you. He truly cares about your safety and well being, and his support is meant to help, not to box you in or make all the decisions for you. When you talk openly and explain what you need, he listens and tries to respect your independence.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to do everything alone. He wants to share both the fun and hard parts of raising kids, pitching in whenever you need support. You won't be left to carry the whole load. He believes in teamwork when it comes to family.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than stay completely calm. He might raise his voice or react quickly, showing anger or frustration in the moment. It can be tough for him to hold back strong feelings, especially if he feels things aren't going right.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He values your hard work in the family, but also respects your dreams, career, and personal needs. Open conversation is key. He'll listen and stand by you as you grow both at home and beyond.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, this is not the kind of man who will support your career now just to ask you to quit later when you have a child. He truly wants you to succeed and grow, whether you are working before or after becoming a mother. He believes in sharing responsibilities and respects your right to follow your passions.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite words on the surface. He genuinely cares about people and wants to build honest, friendly relationships. Sometimes, if he's stressed, his energy might dip, but his intentions are good. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to get upset quickly and might make things feel worse in the moment. When faced with pressure, he could raise his voice, react sharply, or show his frustration rather than staying calm. With some patient guidance from you, he can learn to handle family stress better over time.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, there is a good chance he will be modern and easygoing with you in private, but may expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife when his relatives are around. He cares about your happiness and respects your choices, yet, family expectations and social pressure might make him want you to fit certain roles, like dressing modestly, helping with rituals, or being extra respectful at gatherings. Clear conversations about your comfort and boundaries will help keep things fair for both of you.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is most likely to support you instead of staying out of it or siding with his family. He cares about your feelings and wants you to know he's on your team, even if things get uncomfortable. At first, he may react emotionally or speak up quickly, but he won't leave you alone to handle the situation.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He isn't really a mummy's boy. While he respects and cares for his mother, he doesn't let her opinions control his decisions. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he may feel torn and get emotional or stressed, but in the end, he will choose your side if it truly matters. Honest communication with him will help you feel valued even during family disagreements.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values your privacy and understands that some things should stay just between the two of you. If he ever does mention your problems, it's usually because he feels lost or wants advice, not to gossip or break your trust.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, that is why this guy scored an A minus. He's a very good guy. Being with this man is like living in a house full of energy, warmth, and some occasional thunderstorms. Most days you'll feel supported, cared for, and respected, whether it's sharing jokes, tackling problems as a team, or helping each other with family and work.